South Africa held its breath tonight as President Cyril Ramaphosa finally addressed the nation, following Quinotsi's explosive call for his arrest amid the ongoing parliamentary scandal. For weeks, the presidency's silence had fueled speculation, anger, and confusion. Citizens across the country were left wondering why their leader had not spoken up as tensions mounted and political chaos intensified. The pressure had reached a breaking point. Commentators accused the president of hiding behind bureaucracy, while others believed he was carefully strategizing his response. Now, Ramaphosa had finally spoken. The pressing question remained, was his address the reassurance the nation needed, or did his words only add more fuel to the fire? We are breaking down every pivotal moment of his speech. The political tempest surrounding Parliament has reached a fever pitch. Quinotsi's incendiary demand for Ramaphosa's immediate arrest shook the nation to its core, polarizing members of Parliament, igniting heated debates, and leaving citizens desperate for answers. Up until now, Ramaphosa's silence had been deafening. His recent speech brought the focus squarely back onto him, and the stakes are as high as ever. The crisis began with a dramatic confrontation in Parliament when Quinotsi accused Ramaphosa of direct involvement in corruption scandals, shouting, "Arrest him immediately." The chamber erupted into chaos. Opposition parties rallied behind Quinotsi, while ANC loyalists accused him of attempting to destabilize the government. The scandal intensified when videos of the confrontation went viral, spreading across social media and fueling nationwide outrage. For days, Ramaphosa maintained an unusual and unnerving silence, which critics interpreted as cowardice. Civil society groups, opposition politicians, and citizens alike demanded transparency, and as time dragged on, uncertainty and tension mounted. Then, in a surprise move last night, he ended that silence. Standing solemnly at the Union buildings, draped in the South African flag and weighed down by expectations, Ramaphosa addressed millions of citizens in a televised speech that could shape the trajectory of his presidency. His tone was serious, his words deliberate. This was not the address of a leader attempting to placate the public, it was the speech of a man intent on defending himself and his office. Ramaphosa began by denouncing the pandemonium in Parliament as a tragic spectacle that undermines democracy. He spoke of the dignity of government and how the shouting matches and insults within Parliament eroded public confidence in institutions. He emphasized that he would not be deterred by political theatrics and reaffirmed his unwavering commitment to the rule of law. Regarding the corruption charges, he adopted a measured and defensive tone. "I have not done anything wrong," he stated unequivocally. He promised to cooperate fully with legal investigations but refused to give further oxygen to unfounded speculation. He went on to label Quinotsi and other opposition figures as political opportunists, accusing them of seeking to undermine public confidence in leadership through sensationalism rather than facts. His message was firm: he would not be intimidated by political expediency or swayed by populist pressures in executing justice. Yet, despite his assertiveness, critics noted that some aspects of his speech left the public confused. Social media erupted within minutes of the address, with hashtags trending across Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Supporters praised Ramaphosa's toughness, hailing his calmness and demonstration of strength in the face of political attacks. They lauded his reminder of the importance of due process. Others dismissed the speech as political theater, criticizing it as rhetorical without meaningful accountability. Observers pointed out that the president offered no concrete explanation regarding the corruption allegations that had plagued his tenure, particularly concerning state contracts and accusations of financial mismanagement. Quinotsi swiftly responded, reiterating that South Africans deserve accountability, not scripted speeches. Within hours, he renewed his call for Ramaphosa's arrest, arguing that the president must be treated like any other citizen. "No one," he emphasized, "is above the law." His statement resonated with frustrated citizens who perceive political leaders often evade consequences. Other opposition figures quickly followed, promising to intensify parliamentary pressure. Speculation now surrounds a potential motion of no confidence, which could plunge the country into further political turmoil. Within the ANC, Ramaphosa's speech exposed deep divisions. While loyalists defended him publicly, some party members privately acknowledged that the scandal was a heavy burden, damaging the party's image and alienating crucial voters. With national elections approaching, the ANC faces a difficult decision: either rally behind its president or risk eroding public confidence. Senior officials reportedly convened emergency meetings to assess the damage and chart a path forward. Some advocated an early leadership conference to restore confidence, while others feared it could signal weakness. Either way, the stakes are high. One misstep could fracture the party or cost it power. This conflict has grown beyond a single scandal; it now strikes at the heart of South Africa's democracy. Ramaphosa intended his speech to restore calm, but instead, it intensified divisions and amplified public debate. Analysts are left questioning whether the president is a victim of political theatrics or consciously evading responsibility for serious allegations. The coming weeks are expected to be turbulent. Quinotsi and his party have vowed to continue parliamentary clashes and reveal what they call the full truth. Lawyers and legal experts are closely monitoring developments, anticipating potential formal hearings or criminal investigations, and assessing the impact on the president's ability to lead. Across the nation, tension is palpable. In cafes, offices, and townships, conversations revolve around the president's fate. Some interpret his measured tone as evidence of innocence and confidence, while others see his reluctance to provide specifics as a sign of a cover-up. Civil society groups are demanding an independent commission of inquiry, warning that public trust in the justice system will be undermined without transparency. International observers have also voiced concern, noting that the political unrest could harm investor confidence and further strain an already fragile economy. For Ramaphosa, the coming days are critical. Every statement, every decision, will be scrutinized under the national spotlight. The ANC is visibly under strain, and public patience is dwindling. The nation watches, waiting to see whether the president can navigate this storm or whether the scandal will reshape South African politics for years to come.